What's up everybody, I'm back with another unboxing video, and today I am kind of unboxing something I've already unboxed because I did a video to unbox it and then looked back at the footage and realised that none of it had recorded. So total professional obviously. So I'm just going to show you basically what I unboxed because I have actually got a box of books to unbox. So I thought while I'm doing this video, I'll sneak that one in and just show you what I'm currently reading. So I have a lot of books on my TBR. I'm constantly getting recommendations. I've got one delivery coming this week of a signed copy that I've been so looking forward to. So when that arrives, I'll show you that as well. But this one I had to order from America because it's a book that I've really wanted to read for quite some time. I keep seeing people mention it or talk about it, and if you know me, you know I'm a sucker for a cheesy zombie book. I just like to see how different authors do the zombie theme, and I love a good survival story. I always feel like I'm kind of right there with the characters, and I like to see how well the authors can do that. So this particular story gets really good reviews, feedback, comments whenever I've come across it. So I kept trying to get it, and every time I went on Amazon in the UK, I just couldn't get it. And I don't know why. I don't know if because it says it's now a major motion picture on the cover, and I don't know whether it's because maybe they're doing a new edition or it's just a US edition. I don't know. So if anybody knows, help me out, drop me a comment and tell me what's going on with this. But you'll see I've already started reading, and I am quite a quick reader. So this book is called This Is Not a Test by Courtney Summers. Now, the book so far is very good. It's about some kids that are surviving a zombie apocalypse, and they've found themselves in their high school. So they're like surviving, stuck in the high school, arguing amongst themselves, trying to figure out, you know, food, water, just basic survival, and barricading the doors and things. So I am about maybe just over a third of the way through, I'd say. And so far I am really enjoying it. It does say that it's young adult. Where did I find that it was young adult? Was it when I ordered it maybe? I think when I ordered it, it was like shown as young adult. It is quite, there is a lot of bad language in this. That's one thing I will notice. I mean, I could be wrong. It might not be intended for young adults. It could just be that it's like categorized like that online and it's incorrect. I don't know. But it does say that it's a young adult book. It gets really good reviews and testimonials. And this particular edition is the novel, and then it's got a bonus novella called Please Remain Calm in the back. So I am nearly finished with this because like I say, I read pretty fast and I will get through this. So when I have, I'll do a little bit of an update and tell you exactly what my thoughts were overall. But so far, it's a solid 4 out of 5 stars for me so far. And I tend to be a bit cautious with my ratings before the end, because if the end is a really like wow factor, then obviously it will end up as a 5-star. But it's definitely a solid 4-star at the minute. So I will keep you updated with that one. Moving on to the actual unboxing video today. It's come from Amazon KDP, and it's a top up of my paperback editions for my events. Obviously you will have seen that I have some talks, some workshops and things going on. I do craft fairs, so I always need to have a stock of physical, oh it weighs a ton, physical books in stock. So I've got this, plenty of books in there. So I'm gonna try and get into it. I ordered, I find obviously I write in a series, and when I meet somebody new, if they're not sure they like that kind of genre, or they're just not sure overall if they're going to enjoy the story, they always buy book 1. Why would you buy all 3 if you don't know if it's your kind of thing or if it's a gift or something? So I always end up with less of number 1. I've also ended up with less of number 3 because all of the people that have bought 1 and 2 have been waiting for number 3 and then come back to me at like a craft fair or whatever and bought number 3. So I have ordered a few extra of To Hold an Infinity. This is book 3 in my Chronicles of Pandora YA high fantasy series. Happy with those two. So then obviously I have ordered more of the first book, To See a World, and these again are book 1 in my YA high fantasy series, and these again, they look okay. There's no damage to the covers, there's no printing issues on the inside. Yeah, it looks lovely. I actually really like the interior of this. It took me ages to do, but I really like the interior of this book. It's black and white, but I just love the layout. So then, because my talks usually are for adults, I mean, I do like workshops with kids in schools, but like talks to talk about my experiences and independent publishing is usually adults, because it's adults that need that kind of information. So because I do talk to adults, I obviously sell quite a lot of my adult book, Noah Finn and the Art of Suicide. So I have ordered a bunch of them. I've got 5 that have arrived, and this is my little, it's a novella. It goes perfectly in your handbag. It's not a particularly long read. So I've ordered 5 of the first one, because obviously again, with it being a duology, people sometimes buy the first and then come back and buy the second. And I've ordered a bunch of the second as well, just to make sure I've got plenty. So Noah Finn and the Art of Suicide, this is my visionary metaphysical fantasy. It's set in New York on 9/11, so it's very much in our world, but there are elements of how do I say this without it sounding gruesome? It's sometimes referred to as like death fantasy. Somebody dies and it's what happens to them when they die. So it's that kind of genre, and I can't tell you any more about it without ruining the story, but that's the back. There's no damage to the covers, and it's really important if you are ordering from any printer that you go through and just double check, because the worst thing that can happen is that you get to an event and you realise that they've mucked up something. Or I mean, I've seen really silly things like they've opened books and it's been printed upside down. Like if you don't check, you don't know. So these all look absolutely fine. I think I've had a very good print run here with these. So finally, I'll just check Noah Finn and the Art of Conception. This is the sequel. It's a duology, so there's 2 in the series, and again it's based around the same character, Noah Finn. Let's have a look. The printing looks okay front and back for them. Chuffed with that. That's a really positive thing. I have plenty of stock now for my next talks. The worst thing that can possibly happen to me is getting to a talk and thinking, I won't sell that many of that book, you know, like, oh, I don't think I'll sell. And then I get there and everybody wants a copy and somebody goes home let down. That is my worst nightmare. So I always make sure I have plenty of the ones that tend to sell the most, and the ones that I talk about, because obviously they're the ones that people are hearing about. They're the ones that they're going to come over and want to see at the end. So I'm chuffed with that. A nice book haul. Oh, plenty of extra fantasy books, plenty of extra Noah Finn books. Thank you for joining me for the unboxing, and thank you for listening to what I'm reading in my TBR. Has anybody read that book? Are you reading it now? Is it on your list? Have you seen the movie? Like, you know, let me know. Drop a note in the comments if that's your kind of fiction. Have you got any other amazing zombie book recommendations for me that I can check out? Because I do love a good zombie book. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will catch you again in the next one. Bye guys.